Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Bliss Lily here, and welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at exactly what it is that you need to hear at this particular moment. 3 options for today's reading. Option number 1, rainbow pyrite. Option number 2 with an amethyst, and option number 3 with pink quartz. See which one you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. Option number 1, hi, welcome to your reading guys. If you were drawn to the rainbow pyrite, get comfy. Let's see what it is that you guys need to hear at this particular moment. What is it that the cards want you to know? Now, my darlings, you're feeling all alone, aren't you? A lot of you feel like there isn't enough love, affection, care in your life. You really want it. It could be that literally some of you lost your parents, or you lost one of your parents. There's this energy of an empty nest. Maybe for some of you, your kids left already and you're kind of feeling that void. This is a very difficult card to get. And of course, in numerology, number 5, this is an energy of conflict, of a difficult time. And right now, it feels that you're either in a fight with somebody, or the things that are happening around you are making you feel very lonely and very isolated. Because it does very much feel like you wanted to make some sort of change or transition in your life, and a lot of people didn't support you, and you maybe counted on some people, but they didn't come through. And there's a lot of chaos and conflict. And the thing is, sometimes we need people to live our lives for us to really see who we are. There's a blessing in this. And of course, right now it's very difficult to see because all you can see maybe is this pain and loneliness and anger and guilt and resentment and all sorts of horrible emotions. However, what it is that you need to hear is that through this change, however difficult, you truly are becoming who you're meant to be. And this is a temporary situation. Feeling like you're all by yourself, like the world is against you, like nothing is making sense. This is a temporary situation. Because the universe has decided that it is now time for you to become who you truly are. Because when we are in a place of who we truly are, can we be okay with our faults? Can we be okay with our path, with our journey? Can we be okay with leaving places, people, looking for something new that is more like us? But of course, the change is very powerful and it's at times very turbulent. And I'm literally giving you option number 1. I'm giving you a big, big hug through the screen because you absolutely need it. But what it is that you need to hear right now is that there's a blessing in this, a massive blessing in it that will come a little bit later. Just hang in there. In that chaos and conflict, you are building stronger boundaries. You're realizing who you are. You're creating character. And they're saying during this time, it's important to ask yourself questions. Why? Literally keep asking yourself why you did it, or why something happened, but don't do it from the perspective of like a punishment or, like to criticize yourself or some. It's not about that. It's for you to be able to see why people had to leave or why things had to work out a certain way. Look at the lesson within it, alchemize the energy, and move forward. You will also find a lot of answers through meditation, through certain books. So whatever books you're being called to, whatever meditations, like maybe a tarot reader, whoever you're being called to, ask the question, set the intention of finding out why, and listen. Listen carefully because you'll hear the answer. You might be wondering why somebody did you so wrong, because I do feel like for a lot of you, It's the energy of maybe really relying on somebody, really hoping that things would work out, but things aren't really working out. Or why the universe had to put you in such a shitty, difficult position. And you will get your answers. And you will see the blessing in it. They keep saying you will see the blessing. There will come a time when you'll be laughing at the situation that you're in right now. You'll be smiling and you'll be thinking, okay, now it makes sense. Now I understand why I had to go through it. Because there is this blessing and she's kind of coming out of this shell. And I think this is what's happening to a lot of you guys over here, that you're coming out of your shell. And with any type of birth or rebirth, it's a traumatic process. It is a traumatic process, no way about it. One more card from this deck. Look at this by the back. They're saying that you're learning to create your own rules. And you are creating your own kind of soul tribe. Here, there's this energy of not having a supportive environment whatsoever. Or being in toxic relationships, toxic situationships. But they're saying that with the right people, you'll know the way. You'll know the way to get out of this energy. You'll know the way to, like, how you can move forwards over here. And there's such a heavy energy for you, option number one. But once again, they keep repeating that it's not forever. But when we're stuck in the energy of feeling like sucky, then it seems like it's forever, isn't it? Let's talk to this oracle, see what it has to say. Transmission, activation. Look at this. Light body. Work on your body right now. Because whatever it is that you're going through at this particular moment, it's creating a lot of stress. And a lot of stress, it weakens the body. So right now, it's important to pay attention to your body, to give yourself the rest, to give yourself adequate nutrition, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to preach. You guys know the drill. And it could be that you really need to take a look at your coping mechanisms over here. How do you usually cope with this energy? Do you isolate yourself even more? Do you tend to overthink? Do you tend to go into work, like just work, and that's all you do? Do you tend to maybe reach out towards somebody who keeps giving you advice that's not right for you? They're saying whatever the coping mechanism, it needs to be released. Whether it's some sort of like addictive behavior, it needs to be released over here. And you guys are trying to control too much. And control means safety for you, and that's understandable. But here you need to release it. Because the energy is too dense. And whatever it is that you're addicted to, whoever it is that you're addicted to, work on it. Work on it. Do whatever it takes for you to let it go. I just keep hearing let it go. And don't rush things. And here there's another confirmation of exactly what I've been saying. Wait until you recover. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. I mean, I just love it when the cards confirm the message that's coming through. Water your garden right now. And wait for things to unfold. And I know waiting sucks, especially for those of you who, again, who like to keep things, in control. Water your garden right now. The care that you're looking maybe from other people, you need to be able to give it to yourself. Because funny enough, you know the best way to love you. But sometimes we expect other people to love ourselves the way we need to love ourselves. So show you that you love you over here. And then this transition becomes easier. You're not fighting yourself. Therefore, you don't feel the need to fight with other people. The more grounded you are, the better. So any grounding exercises, anything to make you feel stable, anything to make you feel that you're here, you're strong, the kind of saying like you need to see how far you've come, how strong you are. And your ancestors over here are actually trying to come through. So I don't know if you guys maybe are into like shamanic meditations or things like this, but whatever it is, it has a strong bond with earth. So connect to your ancestors, even if they're no longer there. Well, obviously they're no longer there, but you know what I'm saying. If you no longer felt the connection to them, they're there. They can guide you. They can help you with this. They can help you find your own way. All right, lovely. Option number 1, that's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button. And take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. If you're drawn to the amethyst, get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what it is that you guys need to hear at this particular moment. You're stronger than you think. There's this beautiful masculine energy that's coming through over here. So for some of you, it's an indication of channeling your own masculine energy. And for some of you, it's an indication that somebody's coming through with a very strong masculine energy to help you out here. There's some sort of balance that's being indicated over here. Then, of course, we have the number 1. There's this energy of new beginnings. So if there are some of you who are out there thinking of starting something, maybe like a side business, a side hustle, yeah, or some sort of relationship, you know what I mean? Like there's this energy of fire that's coming through over here. And maybe if you're doubting yourself, whether to go for your dream, whether to go and change the job, whether to relocate, whether to confess your feelings to somebody, the answer is go for it. Because there's something that's being born over here. There's some sort of a beginning, and it has a lot of potential, and it has a lot of masculine energy. And masculine energy, it has a lot to do with ambition, with strength, with moving forward, with pushing through, with believing in yourself, with confidence. Now, for some of you, there's a very specific message. If you're waiting for a certain gentleman to text you or to come through or to make their move, they will. And this could be happening within the next 1 month, because this is a general reading. It's completely timeless, but this is coming through. It's like literally they're opening up. Literally opening up. Round and round, okay. There's some sort of clarity that's going to be coming through, guys, very, very soon. Because the masks are falling off. The masks are falling off. So it could be talking about yourself, where you created a particular persona, or it could be about the other person, where they created a particular persona. And we create personas in order to fit in a certain societal group, if you will. And here they're saying that you're realizing that some sort of situation that kept repeating itself, it's time to go in with a new approach. And somebody is literally going to be opening up to you. So if you're in a kind of like a situationship thing that's happening, this person is going to be opening up to you. Or it could be even that you are tempted to open up. Because, you know, it's like there's no point going around in it. there's this energy of having some sort of talk. It's coming very specifically, like there is going to be an important conversation that you guys are going to have with somebody. And it has a lot to do with this masculine energy. Somebody's going to take the risk. Option number 2, you're all about risk over here and coming to the edge, and it's either revealing your feelings, or again, they keep telling me about the beginning of something new, something new. Transitioning between the worlds. They're saying you're very close to a breakthrough in whatever it is, whether it's your career, whether it's your love life, very close to a breakthrough. Showing me like within the next 3 weeks for some of you. And it's something that's fated to happen. It's like the fates brought you and certain people and certain circumstances together. Because you have done a massive amount of healing over here. A massive amount of healing, and good on you. And now the fates start aligning. The stars start aligning for you. And it feels incredible. Like this feels like a fresh, a breath of fresh air. A lot of you are brave enough to finish a particular cycle. Because here I'm seeing some very authentic energies where you're like, I don't care. I'm just going to go for it. I don't care. So you're taking a risk, you're taking a chance, you're going for it. You're having that conversation, you're sending that CV, you're buying that ticket. And here, again, if you guys were doubting yourself, the answer is don't. Don't. Because the fates have got your back. And like this is why you're watching this reading. This is exactly what you needed to hear. That the fates have got your back. You have the green light. Go. Push that pedal to the metal, right? Is that the same, guys? I don't know. A change in the wind. Yeah, look at this. Things are changing. And I said, a breath of fresh air. What's the change? Show me. Okay, so for some of you, my darlings, and this is going to be very specific. For some of you, because again, we have to be, truth be told, to be fair, there's some sort of resolution, right? So some of you, you're going to decide whether you're staying with somebody or you're going. But because the energies come through as the beginning, it does feel like it's staying, right? It's making things clear. It's starting afresh in a new way. For some of you, what you need to hear, if you've been worried about certain documents, opening bank accounts, visas, all of that, you're going to be able to get it. Whether it's to stay where you are or to go somewhere where you need to go. Because with the energy to the sea, here you're transitioning into the unknown territory. Yeah? And it might feel a little bit scary. But I don't know if you see, but there's a face over here. And this is just a reminder that you're being watched over. And 7 is a very spiritual number, remember? So you're being watched over. You're being looked after. You're being reminded that you're safe. That your ship is strong enough to withstand any wave that comes through. Any hurricane, anything that comes through. Let's talk to this oracle, see what it has to say. Deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing. Again, a confirmation of what I just said earlier. There's an energy of having healed enough. But the thing is, like, guys, with you, the healing that you've been doing, not a lot of people even know that this sort of healing exists. Not a lot of people have the guts, the courage, the determination to go through the sort of healing that you guys have been through. Because not only are you healing yourself, it does feel like ancestral trauma. It does feel like you are beginning a new cycle. And this could be relationship patterns, it could be changing your location, it could be basically rewriting history. Because again, of bravery, of courage, so that you don't repeat the patterns of your parents, great parents, and great great parents, and so on and so forth. Because you've come so far and you decided that I'm not going to stick with all of that bullshit. And it's a difficult thing to do. It's incredibly difficult, but here, you're doing it. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. Okay, this is very interesting. You've done this before. Okay, guys, so you know I like to keep my readings grounded and all of that, but here what's interesting is if you do believe in reincarnation, they're kind of saying that you've been doing this before in your past lives as well. It's like you're the healer of the family tree. And if we're not going to be talking about past lives over here, they're saying that there's something within you, within all of us, that knows how to love, that knows how to heal, that knows how to make ourselves happy. And it's basically unlearning a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's basically unfucking yourself. And here they're telling me that there's going to be this energy where you're just going to intuitively know how to do it. But you just need to get out of your own way. And I think this is what you've been doing. Making sure that you get out of your own way. Because once we are getting into this boat, the current knows where to take us. But sometimes we're paddling in the opposite direction. And here you stop paddling in the opposite direction. You just let the flow take you. And you're becoming more and more comfortable with it. All right, lovely. Option number 2. That's what you needed to hear. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So it's the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it is that you need to hear at this particular moment. What is it that you need to know? You're looking for home, aren't you? A little bit of homesick energy that's coming through over here. Not feeling like you could find a place where you belong, not really feeling that you can find people that resonate with you. Maybe for some of you, you're looking for a new home, or you're feeling that it's time to get out there, to see the world, to find a particular place where you just feel like, okay, this is my place. This is my place. So here they're kind of saying it's important for you to create that feeling of home within yourself. And then you're going to be able to find the exact right place. Because when we're talking about the feeling of home, we're talking about love, acceptance, security, and all of those important things that we're meant to feel when we are at home. So they're kind of saying like your search for home is basically your search for acceptance of yourself. And once you do that, the right apartment, the right house, the right opportunity to relocate will turn up. It's going to work like magic. But you got to create that feeling of home within yourself first. For some of you, like there's this energy of just, again, they keep saying homesick, homesick, and homesick. A lot of you feel like you don't belong in this world whatsoever. because you're like, what the hell is going on around me? This can't be a place that I call home. And this is very interesting because they're telling me with the energy of the milk and honey that you're going to find an absolutely beautiful place. So if you're thinking about like relocating, or if you want to move out of like a toxic place, a very unhealthy environment, you will. But first, just work a little bit on accepting yourself, on making yourself feel safe and secure. So then you don't have to compromise on, the amount of money, the amount of time, the amount of effort you put into looking for that new home. But and then honestly, with the milk and honey, it has a lot to do with blessings. It has a lot to do with abundance, right? And again, for some of us, we find home in the arms of a loving person. So if, my darlings, option number 3, you're looking for the right person, there's a very good indication that this person will come quite soon. And the person that you're thinking it might be, for a lot of you, the answer is yes. So maybe you're just starting off with somebody, or I don't know, you have a crush on somebody. This could be very much the person. But here, of course, the kind of saying that, you gotta finish that symphony that you haven't finished yet. The saying that you keep thinking and rethinking about things from the past. You keep letting the past interfere with your present. So for a lot of you, you're not being in the here and now. You're either living in the past or you're thinking about the future. And it's making you very restless, right? It's making you incredibly restless. So this particular moment, they're literally saying that you gotta find that peace and that harmony within yourself and get closure on the past. And oh my God, I was absolutely sure this card was going to come through, but still, I still get the goosebumps whenever that happens. My goosebumps got the goosebumps. Here and now, you're thinking about the past, you're worried about the future, and you gotta be here. You gotta be here and now. That's the only way that it works. Because here, once you're present, once you're in the here and now, you're gonna be able to see things that you can do about your situation, right? You're focusing all of your energy in the here and now. It's like you're recalling your soul fragments. You might be getting a lot of messages in your dreams, a lot of subconscious messages. Your subconscious does want to talk to you over here. So maybe if you've been having a lot of weird dreams lately, sit with yourself a little bit, see what your subconscious is trying to say. But I feel a lot of you don't really feel safe where you are. And you're running away from this energy, either by going to the past where you felt maybe safer somewhere, or going into the future where you're like, okay, well, if I go there, then I'm going to feel safe. But once, if you are in these energies, you're not here, which means that you're not really doing anything. Once you focus your energy, and it has a lot to do with acceptance. And it's very difficult sometimes to get acceptance of the current situation, because it makes us face all of our fears and maybe question our decisions. But that's all right too. Because once we accept where we are, what we do, we can create a plan of how to get the hell out of there. All right, let's see what this oracle has to say. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Oh my God, I love how this is all resonating, how this is all coming together. So like I said, you guys feel that you're not part of this world, that you're literally learning how to be human and you're not enjoying the process. You're like, nah, I can't be part of this. I don't want to be part of this. A lot of you like, next time I reincarnate, can it just be somewhere else, please? But here they're kind of saying, you are here and there are a lot of things to enjoy. And because you guys are highly sensitive, this is what I feel like. You guys are very sensitive to other people's emotions, and you get very triggered by a lot of things, and you're looking at the world and everything that's going on globally, and it just makes you anxious. But here you need to find a way to ground yourself. Learn to be human, learn to see not only the flaws in being human and not only the flaws in society and all of that, but seeing the beautiful stuff as well, just to balance it out a little bit. You got the love, codependency, and boundaries. So, like I said, you guys are quite sensitive, right? And it could be that you are empaths who are constantly drawn into codependent relationships with narcissists and other questionable personas. However, they're saying that here you can feel more adapted to the world by building healthier boundaries, by learning which energy you need to work with and which one you can just ignore. And they're kind of saying, be careful that when you're creating boundaries, you're not creating like, you know, a wall with barbed wire so nobody can come through. No, it's about finding that delicate balance. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. So some of you guys might be very attracted to Egypt. You might be very attracted to pharaohs and just the whole overall Egyptian story over here. And you do have, it's quite interesting because I think ancestors came through in the second option as well. But anyways, they're saying that learn a little bit more about your history. It will help you understand why certain people did certain things. And it will help you see that you don't have to repeat the story. Because a lot of you, I feel like you don't even want to associate with the people in your family. You're like, I can't be like from this family. This just can't be happening. A new earth. Look at this, my dears. You will go through this transmission. There is this energy of activation that's happening at this particular moment. You will find the place that you're looking for. You will find your home for sure. A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Keep holding your vision. But do it from the energy of being in the present. Because when we think too much about the past or the future, it's escapism. It's a coping mechanism that doesn't allow us to accept the present. But once you accept the present and then you have the vision, then you can create practical steps to do whatever it is that you need to achieve your goals. And to have a beautiful house with a beautiful person inside and out, and feel that you found your place on earth wherever it might be. All right, my darlings, option number 3, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming content. For personal readings, send me an email. The email is in the description box below. So there's the links to my Patreon page with my exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye.